Hey everyone, it's Asia and Mr. Lukey, and today is part 4, our final part of building our 2024 goals. Today we're going to do our money goals and our sinking fund flowcharts. We're working on our digital planner today, though we do again have the master plan physical planner. This is what we've been dealing with. We did our vision board. How cute. We did our 2024 monthly budget breakdown. We redid that because we didn't have one for all of last year. And then we did our fun little goal setting page, which is totally new to the way I normally goal set. And now it is time for our financial goals. And this is the master plan planner financial goals page. And again, this is going to be completely different from how I normally set my financial goals. This is page 1 of 2024. Here's page 2. Very financially focused. It started off with paying off $200,000 of debt. We did that. And then the next goal was to fully fund emergency fund. The next goal was to pay for a wedding. The next goal was to buy a house. And now we're done. We're burnt out. We're not doing that anymore. No more big actually, that's a lie. We're actually going backwards, as you'll see. But I think what's going to help as well is we're no longer, at least for 2024, we're not going to be saving for bills in a sinking fund flow chart. For the past couple years, I've been saving up for health insurance, car insurance, pet insurance, all of that. I've been trying to save up in a sinking fund to pay off in full, so I didn't have any payments due through the year. And I really did like that, but we're going to not do that anymore, at least for 2024, and just make sure that our financial goals and the corresponding sinking fund flowcharts that we use are just way more, again, let's say it together, pared down. So let's jump on in. Where do we start? I don't know. I have no idea. So I actually think the main goal for next year is it's going to be in our medium-term goal because it's not something I don't think we'll be able to accomplish in 2024. But the main goal for this next year and probably into 2025 is we need to increase our emergency fund for a few reasons. One, we obviously bought a house, and even though we are renting it out at the moment, we still have to be prepared for something to go wrong, which it always will with that goddamn house. Currently, our emergency fund is only for us renting, and then we have a $5,000 emergency fund included in there for the dogs. So I want to increase that to include the house, and I also actually want to increase it a little bit to add more money for the dogs because we don't currently have dogs pet insurance anymore. Nationwide Pet Insurance screwed us because we have the best plan that they offered. It's the Pet Whole Wellness, I believe. So if you have it, just be prepared. They completely priced us out. They increased our premium by $7,000. Not to $7,000, they increased it by $7,000 just to kick us off our plan, which is such a bummer because we really did love that plan. So the dogs currently at the moment don't have pet insurance, knock on wood that they stay healthy. We may or may not get new insurance. I'm not sure yet. I think Pets Best is the best in terms of coverage and price. So if we do end up getting coverage for the dogs, it will probably be with Pets Best. But as of right now, they don't. So I just want to be a little bit more cautious and include more money for them in particular into the emergency fund. So that's kind of the big main goal. Again, we're stepping back because the emergency fund was completed probably about 3 years ago, but times have changed, things have been in our life have changed, so it's time to change the emergency fund. But before we do that, let's go to our short-term goals that we want to accomplish next year within 2024. So the first one is, now, since we don't have pet insurance, we need to start saving for doggy dental. We never actually really saved for doggy dental because, again, it was always not fully covered, but it was 90% covered by our pet insurance, which is great because not a lot of, as we're finding, no one else really covers dental. So we were able to pay out of pocket and then receive most of the money back. So I didn't feel a need to save up for it. But now that we no longer have dental, and probably any coverage that we do end up getting will not cover dental, we will now have to save for it in advance. So I think the estimated cost for both dogs is going to be, I would like to save $3,000. Fortunately, with the boys, they haven't had any major mouth issues or extractions, so they've been all under $1,000 every time that we get their dental done. But as they get older, and they told us to watch out for a few things for the next time, there might be extractions, so I just want to save up in preparation for that. And then the last short-term goal that we have is that in terms of the Houston house, we need to save for property tax. So that's what we have going on for short-term goals. Now for medium-term goals, which I consider to be between like 2 and 5 years, the first thing we have to do, and is a priority until we complete it, is increase our emergency fund. And I would like to increase it by $20,000. I think that is more than enough of a cushion, just in case, not necessarily something happens with the house, but maybe our tenants decide to leave and the house is left vacant for a couple months, or, you know, again, that also includes more money for the dogs in the emergency fund. So I think increasing our emergency fund by $20,000, which would therefore bring it up to $55,000 in a high yield savings account for emergencies only, will make me feel way more comfortable. And then the target date for that is going to be ASAP. But again, since I'm in my slow girl era, I'm not going to completely rush it. We already have a fully funded emergency fund, so there's, to me, not a significant rush to get it done, because if there is an emergency, we are still covered. But I do want this to happen within the next 2 years, but I'm not gonna like stress myself out of it. Now, a fun medium-term goal that I do want to save for is, your girl is coming up to 40. It's kind of like a hard pill to swallow just to say that. 30, I was okay. 35, I was okay. 40 seems a little bit hard to say out loud. So I have 4 years to save up for my 40th birthday party. I want to do it big. I think I'm gonna just start saving up for it minorly, and then when it gets closer, then I'll add more money, because obviously we have the emergency fund to fund first, so that's first and foremost. And then I can start, you know, saving some fun money for the party. 2025 is the target date. An estimated cost, I'm gonna just put $20,000 here. And then another medium-term goal that is less fun. Not only did we have to cancel the boys' really great health insurance, but my Oscar health insurance plan is no longer being offered. I believe I was told that Oscar is just in general no longer offering health insurance in California because they're just losing money on it. It's just so expensive. So the doctor that I really like and I've been going to for 2 years, I can't go to anymore because I'm being priced out of the other plans that she takes, which is a bummer. So it's just really frustrating. But right now I'm gonna put this as health savings. I do have HSA, but the new health insurance that Brian and I are getting isn't considered high deductible, so I can't add it into an HSA, which is annoying, but also whatever. So again, I'm not sure if maybe we want to just add this in here, but yeah, our maximum out of pocket is $10,000. And I think I finally understand what all this terminology means, because I just had to email him to clarify. And then the target date is like, I guess now. So we're just trying to like cover our bases, because as we get older, even though we haven't had, thankfully, any major medical emergencies, we're getting up there in age, unfortunately. So we just need to be prepared for that. But yeah, actually, maybe now that I'm talking about it out loud, that should just go into our emergency fund. So then that would mean we would increase it to 40,000. Oof, yikes. That's a lot of money. Long-term goals, just in perpetuity, continue to add to a SEP and continue to add to a brokerage. I could just actually put all the money into a SEP, but I don't know. I have the brokerage. I wanted to test out Vanguard to just see if I like it, and I just continue to put money in that account every month. I put $500 a month in my brokerage and $1,000 a month into my SEP, and that's just like ongoing. And then at the end of the month, if I do have extra money, then I tend to just dump it into the SEP. We have the idea, long-term goal, of having like a doggy wash in our neighborhood. The one good thing about Houston is that we were introduced to, what is it called? Anyways, it's a thing that does not exist in LA. And I probably feel like I shouldn't be telling you all this because I hope you don't steal it. But basically, it is a membership, a monthly membership. It was a membership of, I believe, $60 a month, each dog for their size. And then obviously the bigger the dog or the smaller dog, it changes. But that includes a free weekly wash, professional wash, no haircut. It's like dry bar. It's a dry bar for dogs. It was really cool. That like really impressed me because I just never, we never experienced anything like that. So it was really cool. And yeah, we had the idea of bringing it here because it just, again, like I said, simply does not exist in LA. So I don't know if we would want to just open up one for like separately or do kind of have them come over here, but I honestly don't even know how much that would cost. I assume at least $100,000, but yeah, that is a long-term goal that I think would be fun because obviously we both love dogs, but it's also like not necessarily like a doggy daycare, which I definitely don't want to do. I feel like that's so much liability, but yeah, so that could be fun. I want to long term, I think we need to start doing like a trip fund and then like a fuck off fund. But I think we can just put like $100 a month into those funds and then just build it up until we need it. The trip fund being obviously a trip fund, and then the fuck off fund being a fund that we use to when we just like need to fuck it, when we're just in one of those moods. I was in a mood like that a lot this year, and I ended up going to 5 Beyonce concerts. So if I had a fuck off fund, that would have made things much easier, but I didn't. So I think a fuck off fund would be very crucial to have. So this is our financial goals. Again, we have the short-term goals, which is save for doggy dental and save for Houston property tax. We have a good amount of time to save up for this, so I'm not too worried. And then we have the medium-term goals, which is the more important one is increasing our emergency fund. And then inside that, I guess we'll start saving, having an additional health savings fund to have for our out-of-pocket maximum that we need to reach. And then, of course, my 40th birthday party. And then long-term goals is just to continue to add to SEP and brokerage, and then save for a doggy wash to be named in the future, and then to build up a trip and fuck off fund. Now, to save time, I already did some sinking fund flow charts. Oh. This dental got cut off. Again, how a sinking fund flowchart works is that you basically divide this into either months or amounts that you want to contribute, and every time you contribute into the sinking fund, you just highlight it. That is it for our 2024 financial goals. How exciting. Wow, all my goals fit on one page this year. Thank you so much for watching this video, our last video in our goal setting series. I hope all these videos inspired you to start setting goals, whether big or small, for the new year. If I don't see you again before the new year, happy holidays, happy new year, be safe, be healthy, and I'll see you all in 2024. Let us know in the comments some of your financial goals for 2024, whether they're big or small. All right, see you later, bye.